Allison's got 6 quarters of school. Right. It's hard to take kids out. I'm not doing that. Yeah. Now, once they're out of high school, she's out. You got time. Well, that's what I said. Everybody asked me. I have 3 grandkids. Kids here. I'm not leaving my kids.
You'd have followed him down there.
If I could talk them into moving west, Colorado.
He's out.
That'll be the toughest thing.
I just wrote that as a note. Goes with the salary thing. If you wanted me to keep it on here. It's really what I just told you verbally.
How are we gonna have it?
We're not. He's gonna open it and then close it because we don't have a quorum.
There's no quorum. We can't, there's no bill tonight.
No.
Really?
Anything
The people that's been dealing with us for last 60 days ain't gonna get paid.
We can approve them in council meeting.
Well, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I just asking.
We can't. We don't have a quorum, so there's nothing we can do. We can't have a court of works.
So the bills won't get paid.
You can approve something in council.
That's good.
That's all we
That's
can
good
do.
for you.
Call this November 7th meeting of the Board of Works to order, please. Roll call.
Board Member Paul Seymour Jr.
Here.
Board Member Alan Calloway. Police Chief Don Combs.
Here.
Deputy Chief, Fire Chief Pat Myers.
Here.
EMS Director Rick Clark.
Here.
City Attorney in for Dell is Zach.
Here.
City Coordinator Brian Messmore out. Utility Director Olin Clausen.
Present.
In for President Kelly Milan is Mel Davis. And myself.
We can't have a Board of Works meeting. There's no official quorum. So, close the meeting. Please stand for the pledge.
I got the chair.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Here.
Councilperson Aaron Cook.
Here.
Councilperson Mel Davis.
Here.
Councilperson Randy Abner is absent. Councilperson Paul Seymour Jr.
Here.
Police Chief Don Combs.
Here.
Deputy Fire Chief Pat Myers.
Here.
EMS Director Rick Clark.
Here.
In for City Attorney Del Weldon is Zach. I don't know your last name, I'm sorry. Anderson.
Yeah.
Utility Director Olin Clausen.
Present.
City Coordinator Brian Messmore is absent. City Court Judge Joe Johns.
Present.
Mayor Kelly Milan is absent, and myself.
Announcements, board reports, streets, alleys, and curb.
No report.
Finance,
Good.
parks and playgrounds.
Nothing.
Randy Abner, not here. Don Combs, any report?
Yes, sir, thank you. The only thing I have is, we had our drug take back in October 26th at Kroger's throughout the whole state of Indiana. And we had taken in 54 pounds of medication, prescriptions from homes. And what that consists of is, we work with the DEA, and Kroger's is affiliated. People can come and drop off their old prescriptions, and that's what they do. So we collected 54 pounds just here in the state of Indiana, collected over 8 tons of that. So the whole state of Indiana does that. A good program. We do it like twice a year. Well, they do. The Attorney General's office does it, and then the DEA does it as well. And again, we also have a bin in our police department that people can drop off, and they do it weekly.
So you collect them during the week also?
Absolutely, in our
Yeah.
police department. So it's a very, very good program, just to keep the prescription medication off of the, out of the hands of people that want to take them from home. So, good program. The only other thing that I have tonight is I received a call from Team Mom Tiger Football, 2nd grade. They want to do a bucket drive downtown. So we're going to set that up for them. Safety, I've got our safety director involved in that. Don't know the date yet, so we're going to do that for them. That's all I have.
Thank you, Chief.
Your Honor, Chief Combs, is that the most that you guys have taken in?
Yeah, actually, it's 10 pounds more this year than we did last year. We had 44 pounds last year. We have 54.1 pounds this year. That's a lot.
It's a great program, not only because we're getting the drugs off of from people who aren't using them anymore, but the thing that people used to do is flush them down the toilet. And you can't understand the amount of problems that causes us in our water systems and at the sewer plant. It'd actually shock you if you knew the impact that people flushing prescription drugs and the chemicals that are in them down the toilet. So it's helpful in many ways. So thank you.
Yes.
Fire Department, Deputy Chief Myers.
Tonight I've got, run reports are on your, in front of you. I think I missed a few of you, so I'll get them to you after the meeting, for the month of October. You'll notice our guys were absent on the streets, passing out candy on Halloween. 10 minutes into trick or treat, we were dispatched to a building fire on Pribble, back at the youth camp across from Ariel Lane. So we had quite the operation there, getting water back to there. Fire was relatively small, contained it to a minimal amount of damage to the building, so they're in good shape. So we had that going on in case anybody was wondering. Then also we started class today on our vehicle machine rescue class. This will give the guys some advanced vehicle extrication training, as well as some machinery type rescue training for the industry that we have around here. And then finally, the last thing I have, Chief Tremaine and myself and one of our lieutenants went up 2.5 weeks ago to do the final inspection on the chassis on the new rescue truck. That went well, minimal issues. The chassis has since already been transported to Wisconsin, and we're hoping to see final inspection on the truck as a completed unit sometime at the end of the year, first of the year. That's all I got.
EMS?
Thanks, sir. I passed out the October statistics in front of you. If you have any questions, let me know. I had written down on my notes that we only had one overdose call last month, and I was really proud of that. However, after I wrote this note, we had a really unfortunate run this afternoon. So, we just want to keep that in our thoughts. We had a simulation training with UC Air Care on Wednesday. Our squad was given really high praise from UC Air Care doctors, said that we passed 100% and met all the objectives and treatment modalities. We weren't even supposed to take part in this exercise. We were just going up, and they threw us into the exercise, and I'm really proud of our guys. I just wanted to just say that. Also, myself and Jeannie Felix interviewed 4 applicants for Michelle Feasing's position. We have a recommendation. We were hoping to get that tonight, but it was kind of quick. So we'll bring that up next time we meet, but that's all I have.
I'm going to ask something out of ignorance. Do you all do confined space training with the fire department also?
We're starting to train more with the fire department, and a lot of our guys already have their firefighter 1 and 2 training. So we're trying to merge that a little bit more, yes.
All right, thank you. City Court?
Yes,
Judge Johns?
thank you, Mel. I was unable to give the September report at our September meeting, so I'll just combine the September and October numbers. In September and October, we had a total of 509 cases filed. The city court collected and distributed $71,978.90 in collected judgments. This will bring us to the year-to-date total of 2,516 cases filed in city court, and we have collected through judgments $374,544.31 to date.
Another
you.
question out of ignorance, Your Honor. Do a lot of people appear, or do they just pay their tickets, or?
We use the Bureau of Motor Vehicles often, so if somebody fails to appear, I'll suspend their license.
Okay.
And then in order to unsuspend their license, they'll appear and deny it, or they'll appear and pay it. So it's a way for us to make sure that they're addressing their tickets. And also, we use collection agencies. If they go through and deny the case and it goes through a bench trial, we'll also send their case into collections.
So if I get a speeding ticket this evening, I can appear and plead my case?
Yes, I'll
Okay.
give you that opportunity, Mel.
You'd find me guilty as soon as I walked in the door. Any other reports? Mr. Todd?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing? Okay. Have everybody had a chance to read the minutes? If so, I'll accept a motion to approve the minutes.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? New business? None? On the agenda, unless anybody has any.
You want me to do the claims? I have two claims that weren't on the register. I
Okay.
can do it now, or I can do it at the, because I don't know if there's going to be any discussion.
No, that's fine.
At the
Do it now.
advanced.
Do it now.
It's totally up to you
Yeah,
guys.
go, yeah.
The first one is ice rinks to go, $40,900. That's payment 2 for the ice rink. I need a motion for that to go ahead and approve that.
So moved.
Well, I got one question. Is it all right for us to go ahead and pay that from city council if it didn't go through the Board of Works first? I got the same question for,
Riverboat,
I got the same question for the other one.
I know that 280, the MDF fund for sure, you can do the council can do those.
Okay.
284 would be our riverboat. My guess that's probably the same scenario as 280. That I don't know that for certain, but Mario.
Can they make it contingent to approval from the individual Board of Works members?
That sounds good to me.
If
As long
that's
as
what
it's
you wish
legal
to
to
do.
go.
I'll wait till the next meeting if it makes you feel better.
I just want it to be legal. I mean, I know some of them have to go, like this next one, that's gonna have to go to the Board of Works, I do believe, first. I'm not sure about the ice rinks to go because I don't know if that's city council money
It's-
that's doing that.
It's 284, so that comes directly from the riverboat money. Thus the fund name Riverboat.
Do we ever run that through the Board of Works before, Aaron?
Usually if it's a contract. I mean, I don't know what kind of contract it is. Usually if it's a contract, it has to go to Board of Works first.
I'm not sure which group approved the contract originally, because it was done last year, but it's a continuous contract.
Right.
So the contract was initially approved. I'm not sure though which.
I don't have the contract in front of me. Just an
Well,
invoice
we
for
have
second
Dale
payment.
Look at it when it gets back and we'll pay it.
Well, could we go ahead and make the motions to pay it contingent upon the Board of Works, and that way they don't, I don't want nobody to wait for their money, especially for that next one for the roofing job.
How about on this particular one, ice rinks, we have contingent upon city attorney and Board of Works.
Approval?
That suffice?
It's fine with me. They can have a meeting if they like.
Are you-
I'm in town, I'm available, or, yeah.
Okay, so contingent upon Board of Works and city attorney review. And that's just for, related to ice rinks to go.
Right.
You have another one?
I do, but I was looking for a motion on that one.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
The second one is what Tony was referring to earlier. That's Hutchinson Roofing. And that is on the Antique Mall roof. It's $59,780. The work has already been completed. I have the invoice here for you to look at. It's at 110 Walnut Street.
Where's that money come from? Does it come from that, what we collect in rent?
Jamie that collects all the money, what is that word? He's the receiver. He did not have enough money for it.
I think that one's gotta go to the Board of Works somehow.
I had
Property.
on the claim proposed paying it out of building maintenance, which is spent with the approval of council.
Well, that's appropriate because it is our building.
Look, I know them guys, and I hate to do this, but this, for all you new councilmen coming up, we don't get talked to a whole lot. So there's a whole lot of work going on a couple of buildings, and I didn't know nothing about this roof job. And I would think that we would have been smart enough to get a price and hopefully only, pay this or come to us and ask us if we wanted to put $59,000 in a roof.
Well,
What do you want
I
to do?
just found out about it too, Satch, today. But there was 3 bids on it. I know that there was problems, and I think you know about the problems they've had down there with the roof leaking and mold and stuff. So that's the only thing that I knew. But I did find out that there was 3 bids, and this was the lowest bid.
That's fine. I'm a contractor myself. I don't want to hurt them guys, so I want to get them paid. But this is just a fine example for you guys coming in here. You're gonna have to keep your eyes and ears open.
Yeah. But this should go to the Board of Works first, because Board of Works takes care of all city property contracts.
I have a question. Did they redeck the roof?
Re-rubbered it.
Recoat it?
It says roof and flashings
It was,
per original proposal.
Rubber roof, wasn't it?
correct, it was stripped insulation board off, new rubber.
Is this supposed to go through the Board of Works first, and then you guys bid on it? So was it the Board of Works that talked to you guys, or how this, nobody know about it?
Mario can answer what happened.
We were directed by the mayor to place the roof.
Yeah.
He is the boss.
Well, he ain't really the boss, Lenny. This is a council meeting, and this is not a mayor's meeting. But that seems to be the way it works. Look, I want this guy to get paid, so I guess we're gonna do the same thing we did on the last one, Suzanne?
If you would like, yeah, contingent upon, because Tony is right,
Okay.
but then you have the twofold, Brittany, as Brittany stated, if it gets paid out of building maintenance, then it's council, so
So Zach, would it
kind
be,
of whichever way you guys want to go.
Zach, would it be legal for like the mayor to call each Board of Works member and say, is it all right we pay this? Or do you have to have a meeting?
I don't know.
I'd have to look into it. That sounds a lot like a serial meeting, which is not legal.
Okay, well,
I mean, if we pay this out of building maintenance, we can do it tonight.
Yes.
I don't wanna hurt any of our local contractors. All
I
I'm
don't-
asking for is hopefully that this communication will be better. I wanna get these guys paid.
I disagree with that we can pay it tonight without going through the Board of Works. I don't care care what
Because
part of the budget
because
it's
why?
in.
You make the motion and I'll roll.
I'm not
with
making a motion for it to go to the Board of Works first, because that's, Board of Works does all contracts, takes care of all city property.
you. I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Now, as a Board of Works member, Satch, can you call a meeting,
I mean,
request
I'm
for a
fine.
meeting?
I know they'll get paid. I know they're not, they just gotta hang in there a little longer, that's all.
So can Zach or somebody schedule a meeting for you? But we can, I mean, it's approved from us right now though, right? And all they
Approved
gotta do is
content,
the
I put
Board of
it,
Works do it.
I put approved contingent upon Board of Works since it's city property.
All right.
Okay, are there any comments from the audience?
Yes.
Mr. Rival?
We still have another issue.
What was that?
We have the salary ordinance that was tabled at the last.
I don't see it on the agenda.
Well, we
It's
didn't
tabled.
place it, it was tabled, so
Okay,
it just automatically rolls over.
I'll go ahead and speak and then we'll come back.
Yeah, I got a real question. Why do we need you guys if he's gonna make a decision? How does he get off agreeing to pay it without Board of Works or anybody knowing about it? This crap's gotta stop. It's just like it's Mayor and Dell are judge, jury, and executioner in this whole town. And that is ridiculous, and I hear it all the time. But we're gonna give a guy $59,000 that nobody approved. Right? Did you approve? Board of Works approve it? Redevelopment approve it? Council approve it?
I know redevelopment didn't.
That's the only comment I want to make. I don't know how this happens. And to you new guys, this is ridiculous. And it's not going to stop until somebody does it.
Okay, under old business, we have the salary ordinance to consider.
Yes. It's ordinance number 16-2019, and Zach's gonna go over that.
Well, this is just the salary ordinance. I would ask to read it by title only, and we have to do a second and third reading because it did not pass unanimously at first reading last meeting. So it's, as Suzanne stated, ordinance number 16-2019, an ordinance fixing the rate of compensation of employees of the city of Lawrenceburg, Dearborn County, Indiana.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second? I don't know if the chair can second it or not.
I do believe so.
I don't
It
think
all
so either.
passed except for one last time, so. Just money going into the budget. Doesn't say it's money has to be spent. That's
Even-
what we discussed the last time.
And even if you second it, it'd still be a tie anyway.
Say we just table it till the next meeting.
Died for lack of a second.
Can I have a motion to table it? Kind of an important ordinance.
Is there a motion to table?
So moved.
Second? Moved and seconded to table. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Should we do a roll call or?
Yeah.
They all, okay, I thought everybody agreed.
Everybody agreed.
Okay.
Okay.
You did agree right there? Yeah. Okay. You guys, we gotta do the review and discussion of claims for board approval. We didn't do that.
Everybody had a chance to look at the claims as presented? If so, I'll accept an or a motion to either approve or disapprove.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any other comments from the audience?
Well, I got two things.
Okay.
One thing is, I think it's a question for Aaron. Does this mean now that the city will take it over, or what does this mean?
I guess I got it about 2 o'clock from Marie that this was her last year at Fall Fest. She's going to take it through the rest of the year with the Fall Fest, get together at the end of the year and stuff. But as of that, she's no longer going to chair Fall Fest. So I'm assuming.
So fall.
Can I comment on that?
Yeah.
When it was first originated, the mayor at the time, I believe it was Gabbard, set that committee together and had her as head person. I don't know if you want to explain to everybody what we're talking about, but they put her as the head chairperson, and so I believe it's written in there that the mayor would then select the next chair, or collectively, maybe the group would decide how
So
it
they'll
would
still
dissolve,
have their
or,
committee and all the volunteers will come out of the adult center.
and unless the mayor and council chooses to dissolve it. I
They're
would
not
say
all
that,
out of the adult center, Satch. They're from different places.
All right.
whatever direction the mayor, because that's where it initiated from.
Okay, I just didn't know if people would ask me. Next question is, this is one for Zach. We've got another meeting coming up, and we've been waiting for quite a while for this appraisal on our properties that we got back. And I don't need any explanation of these appraisals. All I wanna know is for how much in a meeting, and we need to make some decisions. So I want to request that on the next meeting's agenda, we have all the information that we need, and Aaron and Tony, I think all I need is the amount those buildings were appraised for.
That's me as well.
I
Me as
don't
well,
need
and-
anything else.
And since we're not very good at selling properties, I'd like to put it in a realtor's hand myself.
How
I think
about
they
we
could get
just-
it out and sell it quicker for us.
I want it on the agenda. We started something, and I wanna try to finish it. I don't wanna leave this administration with any burdens to the next one. So, who do I ask to get this on the agenda?
If you'd like me to, I can, if that's the mayor, Kelly Brookbank does that, and I can let her know in the morning or on Monday.
Okay, now, to get it on the agenda, should we vote to make sure this happens?
I would think that you'd put it in the form of a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that these appraisals are told to us at the next meeting, and council is to make a decision, and it will be on the agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Another thing,
Yeah.
I've got people that have came to me that are asking why we're not having any more redevelopment meetings. They're trying to get on the agenda, they're not happening. I know this next one has been called off. I don't think that is a very good for the city right now. We've put an awful lot of work in that park. We've got some decisions, and Zach, I want an update on the closing on the row house. Has it been scheduled?
I do not know that as I sit here right now.
Can you find that out tomorrow and shoot us a text or an email?
Yeah, I'll follow up on it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
And you'll send us a text or an email what you find out.
Yes.
All right. I would, I don't, Mel, I mean, how do you feel about not having redevelopment meetings?
Well, I think that, in my opinion, the redevelopment, this current group of redevelopment people isn't over until the second Monday in December. So I think we have, in my opinion, some unfinished business. I'm like you, I'd like to clear it up before the next board gets seated. And I think that, I don't know why this meeting was canceled. I was just told it was canceled. But I think that we should have a meeting in December and clear up all the business that we have hanging out there, and maybe make a strategic plan for any money that was left. There's probably $300,000 or $400,000. And if somebody wants to get on the agenda, I would encourage them to get on the agenda for December.
I'd like to put that in the form of a motion that, council highly recommends that the city of Lawrenceburg does not have redevelopment meetings taken away from its citizens the last 2 months of the year, and we want meetings scheduled.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Zach, can a majority of redevelopment call a meeting? Even if someone else cancels it, can a majority of redevelopment members call a meeting?
Don't know the answer to that off the top of my head either.
Mel
I
should
know
be able
there's-
to call the meeting. He's the chairman. He can call a meeting.
There's specific strategy as to who can call what meetings.
I
and
know,
when.
I know,
just don't know
I
what
know
they're
utility
doing.
board can, I know council can, but I didn't know about the redevelopment.
Yeah, that's same for me. I'm not sure off the top of my head.
I don't know who to talk to now with everybody out, except the redevelopment members.
Well, you
Only
talk to your
person that-
redevelopment members and
The only person that's up there is Kelly Brookbank.
I think Messmore will be back next week.
Next week is the meeting.
Messmore can't, cancel the meeting, can he? I don't think Messmore can cancel the meeting.
I don't know who canceled it. I just got a phone call and said it was canceled.
Yeah, I was just instructed to cancel it per Kelly
Kelly?
Brookbank, so I don't know who told her.
I know boards and commissions have different rules that they have to abide by. If you're a board, there's a different set of rules. If you're a commission, sometimes or most times you're sort of separate from the city. So I don't know exactly who calls what, but I do know it's different set of rules.
I know there was business to do. I'd like to make one more comment. I just want to say that it has been a pleasure sitting up here and being a councilman. It really has. And I wish all the councilmen that come here good luck. I really hope that they can come up here, because I am a citizen and I do live right in town, and I want what's best for this city. So I'm counting on you guys to be men and women and people that are thinkers and decision makers, and I wish you all luck, because it's not an easy seat to sit in. All these guys will tell you it's just not easy. Try to work as a team, make every effort you can, but sometimes you're gonna get frustrated. Just keep your head up and keep going at it, and I hope that this next group can get as much done as we have got done in the last 4 years, because I'm pretty proud we got a lot done. I think we got a lot done, and it was very difficult. So, I'd like to say good luck. I know you guys, and I truly mean it. I want you to do the best you can. Keep them busy and keep the projects rolling and keep me smiling, because that's what I want to see.
Well, I'd like to second what Paul said, and I'd also like to tell you guys, all of you, that it's been a pleasure and an honor to serve with you fellows. Sometimes we disagreed, but we've always come up with some sort of a solution. And if you felt, this is a serious, like Paul said, it's a serious job. You were elected to serve the people. I know you run in districts, but you're elected to serve the people of Lawrenceburg. My opinion is this town isn't big enough for districts. There's only 5,000 of us. So you serve everybody. Everybody in this town is who you serve. And it's a serious job, and you'll find out when you get in front of Judge Humphrey and you take that oath. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wait, can I get some?